The nephron is the main structural and functional unit of our kidneys. Each kidney has about 1 million nephrons. When blood enters the kidney, it gets filtered in these nephrons. This means that the functions we study about the kidney are actually performed by the nephrons inside the kidney. Let's first understand the structure of the nephron. The nephron structure starts with the Bowman's capsule. The Bowman's capsule is a cup-shaped structure in the nephron. Its wall is porous, acting like a sieve to capture waste materials from the blood. Inside the Bowman's capsule, there's a network of capillaries called the glomerulus. The blood vessel that brings blood into the glomerulus is called the afferent arteriole, and the one that takes blood away is called the efferent arteriole. Below the Bowman's capsule, the nephron's tubular system starts, which is called the renal tubule. The renal tubule is divided into 4 parts. The first part starts from the Bowman's capsule and ends in the renal cortex region, called the proximal convoluted tubule, in short PCT. The renal cortex is the outer region of the kidney, as you can see here. The deeper region inside the kidney is called the renal medulla. You can see the kidney's anatomy in my video on the structure and function of the human kidney. Let's get back to the topic. After the PCT, the second part of the renal tubule starts. This part is a U-shaped tube present in the medullary region of the kidney, called the loop of Henle. The part of the tube going downwards is called the descending limb, and the part going upwards is called the ascending limb. Next, the third part of the renal tubule starts. This part is again in the cortex region and is called the distal convoluted tubule, in short DCT. Finally, the fourth and last part is called the collecting duct, which starts in the kidney's cortex region, goes through the medulla, and ends in the calyx. The collecting duct is common to many nephrons. Now that we understand the structure, let's understand the function of the nephron. As we know, the nephron's job is to filter blood and convert waste materials into urine. Let's see how nephrons perform this function. When blood enters the glomerulus through the afferent arteriole, the blood pressure in the glomerulus becomes very high. This happens because the efferent arteriole is narrower, causing the blood to have difficulty leaving at the same rate it entered, increasing the pressure. This increased pressure helps waste materials and some essential nutrients to move from the capillaries into the Bowman's capsule's lumen. This process is called ultrafiltration. The fluid that collects in the nephron is called filtrate. Filtrate contains waste materials along with some useful substances like water, glucose, salt, ions, amino acids, etc. Remember that large molecules and blood cells do not enter the filtrate. Only small molecules can pass into the Bowman's capsule's lumen. As the filtrate travels further in the nephron, essential substances are reabsorbed back into the blood. For example, glucose, amino acids, water, and salts are reabsorbed from the PCT, meaning about 65% of the filtrate is reabsorbed there. Next, some water is reabsorbed from the descending limb of the loop of Henle, and then salt is reabsorbed from the ascending limb. After this, sodium and a small amount of water are reabsorbed from the DCT. Gradually, the filtrate becomes more concentrated as it moves into the collecting duct. If the body lacks water, the pituitary gland secretes the ADH hormone. This hormone signals the cells in the collecting duct, causing them to form pores, allowing more water to be reabsorbed back into the blood. However, if the body has enough water, the filtrate travels from the collecting duct to the calyx region of the kidney and then to the pelvis region. The filtrate is now called urine because no more reabsorption will occur. From the pelvis, urine moves into the ureter, then into the bladder, where it is stored. When needed, it is expelled from the body.